Hey everyone, how's it going? It's been some time, huh? 4 years since the last progress video and nearly 5 since I legitimately played RuneScape. So, what made me quit? I touched briefly on it in the last progress video. I said my life had changed so much, but I didn't really explain what happened. So around 5 years ago, I really got into electronic music, drum and bass, dubstep mostly, and later psytrance. And now you guys, of course, know me as a metalhead, and I still am, but there's so much more, and electronic music, it just speaks to me so much more, and I will always be a metalhead, but yeah, electronic music it's the shit, man, and the parties that go with it, that's what I talked about that changed my life so much, because for the first time in my life, I discovered true connections with people. I mean, I guess I had good connections with people before, but I mean, the people in these scenes are just, I connect with them way better, and I'm immersed myself completely into that world. And there was no space for RuneScape anymore, or gaming in general. Maybe I did it a little bit, but my life was just about partying and meeting people. And I still do that. I mean, of course, not now, but yeah, a lot less than I used to. And gaming is back in my life, and it took me a while to get back to RuneScape. When I stopped playing it, I never thought I would return to it. I thought I was completely done with it. Like, that's in the past now. But after a while, I just started logging in and look around a bit, and that was just it. Just for like nostalgia's sake, I guess I would log in. But after a while, I started thinking like, maybe I could do a farm run or two, like a little herb run here and there, just for fun. And that's how RuneScape grabbed me again, and you know, I started doing dungeoneering again. Yeah, and now I'm completely back, really enjoying RuneScape again. I picked up my goals again, which I will talk about in a bit. And now I'm wondering, like, are my fans still out there? Are the RuneScapers from years ago still there? I can imagine that a lot of you have quit, as I did. Maybe some of you are still there. I'm wondering. Yeah, like, drop me a comment. I want to know who's still there. Alright, so one of the first things I did was change my in-game name. When I made this account, I just used my real name because I didn't have a gamer tag or online alias or anything like that. I never really liked this though. 3 years ago, I started making electronic music, for which I of course had to think of a producer name. This brought me the name Creatist, coming from my passions, which all revolve around creating. I figured this could very well serve as a username for the games I play. Next up, outfits. I always found it important to have my character look nice. So I spent some time picking a new outfit, and now I have this to walk around Gillinor in. It consists of an impied hood and rope top, flame gloves, ragefire boots, my Runefest 3 cape, and in my hands I'm holding a black cane and impied book. Sometimes I'll activate the Divine Gaze aura for that cool glowing eyes look. Gave myself a beard as well to match me IRL. I also made a farming outfit. This is just the green pharaoh outfit override paired with my farming cape. And for dungeoneering one as well. For this I have the hands, feet and legs slot hidden so nothing shows when I equip items, a brown elven top, and of course a dungeoneering cape. I think it's just so funny to see me going through dungeons bare feet. I also was granted a cool new cape, because my account is now 15 years old since last February. Man, it feels so crazy to say that. Okay, on to the goals. Obviously, I can't wear my max cape anymore, since 2 new skills have been added in my absence. But before I focus on that, I want to get 120 dungeoneering first, because I was already pretty close to it before I quit. Now, the completionist cape is the ultimate end goal, of course, but I won't put every requirement on here because there's just so many now. The other ones I'm working on are 120 farming and the statues of Damarok and Rhiannon. I'm also slowly going to regain my quest cape. The first level I reached since my return was 105 farming, on the 2nd of June. I still just use the seeds I get from the Kingdom of Miscellanea plus herb runs. Not the fastest XP, but I'm not in a rush and eventually I'll get there. And of course, there's now also the player-owned farm, which is supposed to give great XP eventually, so I'm working on that as well. I'm currently an expert farmer, nearly halfway to master farmer. The 10th of June saw 2 levels. 106 farming, with which I also reached 2600 total. And 117 dungeoneering. After that, I took some time of skilling to quest, because I found out one of the rewards of Back to the Freezer is more XP for your penguin points, so that seemed a good one to start with. I still had a couple of clues in my bank, so I decided to do an elite one. I'm going to keep all loot from clues and Slayer in a separate bank tab. Then on 12 July I reached 118 dungeoneering, so close now. And 2 days later, 107 farming. On that same day, I also reached a pretty big milestone, 500 million total XP. And lastly, I made a nice little profit from the dwarf wheats that I had been farming for a while before I quit. And they had been rising in price, and I figured 10k each is a nice price to sell them at. Now let's talk about my channel. I've gone through my videos and given some of the thumbnails a makeover. I wasn't happy with how the guitar cover and animation ones looked. There was too much going on in them, they were all just a bit messy. So here's what the new ones look like. I really feel like they pop now, and I'm very happy with them. So you might be thinking now, what's the future of this channel? I really want to make a lot of content again, but I also don't want to feel any pressure. So I'm just going to see however many videos I can make, and I just want to have fun with it. But yeah, the progress videos, of course, are back now. The guitar covers, can't miss them. Those are the videos I always had the most fun making, so I'm definitely gonna do that again. I already have plans for a couple. For example, I want to do Sea Shanty 2 with my friend Jim. He plays bass and he plays old school. We're gonna do a guitar cover together. That's the first time I'm gonna do a cover with someone else. There's also a new thing that I want to do. I really got back into drawing in the last couple of years, and I want to do RuneScape speed drawing videos and possibly animation. We'll see. Of course, those are very time consuming, so that might not be possible, but it would be cool to do some animation again. Then streaming. I used to do a lot of streaming, and I really enjoyed that, so I do want to get back into that. I'm not 100% certain my internet connection here will allow it, but I think it's possible, so I'm definitely going to try to get back into that. At first I thought I would do it on YouTube, but I'm probably going to Twitch because I watched this video that said if you stream on a YouTube channel, if you're not monetized yet, it will mess up your channel. So I'm probably going to Twitch, and also because I really like all the extra options that Twitch has surrounding streaming that YouTube doesn't. So yeah. Then I want to talk about my other channels. I have 4 channels now. This one, I have my main Stefan channel that I use for my subscriptions and playlists with music, and that I also upload different types of videos on sort of like a portfolio channel. I have a Minecraft channel now called Building with Q, where I upload these cinematic showcase videos of all the builds I do. And the 4th one is my creators channel for music and animation. There's not a lot on that yet, but that's more of a long-term thing. I will link everything in the description if you want to check that out. Alright, I think that's everything now. Thanks for watching. I'm really happy to be back and to be doing this again. I'm very excited. Yeah, so see you around.